Hello and welcome to Connections. This is a forum for relationships, for expression and healing. And we are in episode 55 today. And the title of our show is February Blast to Bliss with Laughter and Joy. And you can imagine who is here, Elaine Nieberding. In our show, we are offering conversations and interviews regarding the most important areas of human life, such as relationships, personal expression, self-development, cultural development, as well as healing. And the purpose of our show is to give you inspiration and also to teach you new skills with which to handle the issues which are connected with our topics. But before we introduce our special guest, Elaine, some information about us, your hosts. I'm Heidi Hörnlein. I'm a transformational coach. I'm a relationship counselor and a voice therapist. I worked there for 20 years. Now I work with people who don't yet feel fully realized in their lives, and I help them to explore their full potentials and so to live deeply fulfilling and happy relationships in love and joy. I'm also the founder of the cultural association Paradiso Integrale, which is a virtual space where we do the hangouts, the Wisdom Factory, but also a physical space here in Italy, in Umbria. And we will welcome you as a guest when you come by to Italy. And so I give over to Margarita.
Hello, welcome. I'm Margarita Cristalotis, and I am a life and business mentor who use my intuition and life skills to help my clients, professional women who are experiencing stress and overwhelm in their life, and I help them to restore their energies and repair their relationships and also see their career flourish as a result of our interaction. And I have a retreat center here in Kingston, Ontario, Enchantment Healing Retreat, where I invite my private client for VIP weekends and other programs. And I'm the creator of Your Healing Journey program that I just launched last year. So my website is thecrystalotus.com, and go there and see some free resources if you like. And today, this is the episode 55, and we have Elaine Nieberding here with us. So she hails from Maryland, United States, but she spells it M-A-R-R-L-A-N-D. Haha, right? Elaine, well, you know, since 1997, since 1997, she served diverse group in Chesapeake Region of the USA with
Chesapeake.
Okay, Chesapeake. All right. You want to continue? She does bedside care really well. And she's a Reiki Master, motivational speaker, wellness education, and even hospital entrepreneur to dump seriousness, shift from fear to love, and reignite playfulness in human relationship and daily self-care. So do you want to add something to this illustrious bio I just read?
Well, now I play around on Google Plus, and we giggle on Google. And every Tuesday, most Tuesdays, I host a hangout show called the Holy Shift Show, where we gather together and boost each other up and have lively conversation to say, how are we going to get through these challenging times with a little bit more levity? And as Margarita just said, you know, it's to live from the place of love and dump living from the place of fear, trying to shift and live more from love every day. It's what we're aiming at anyway.
Yeah, and you are going to help us release the February blast to bliss with laughter and joy. So how would you do that, Elaine?
So when you think about the blahs, how do you feel when you have the blahs? You feel down, you feel energetic, probably you have worry thoughts going on, or maybe you've had worry thoughts so much you're not even having worry thoughts. You're just kind of in the dumps and feeling like you're moving slowly. And certainly that sense of connection that you maybe have a little bit more fully or freely to your heart just kind of isn't there so much. So the way to shift out of the blahs into bliss is, think of it, blahs is B-L-A-H-S, and then bliss is B-L-I-S-S. So we're going to find a vowel that's right in the middle and add it to B-L, and that, what we're going to find is the word bless. We're going to get curious about how we can restore our capacity to bless ourselves right when we feel like we're in a down kind of mess. That's what we're going to do.
Well, yesterday on the new moon, before the new moon, and happy new moon, people, but I had got into a slump, like a blah state yesterday morning, and I think, oh, I'm just such a failure. I can't do anything right. I'm missing everything, and I missed your show and everything, and it's like this conglomerate of like all these stuff that we have to do, and then it's so like driving a regular car in a 2 feet of snow.
And so at least you recognized it, and making a shift out of a down, depressed, funky kind of state starts with just recognizing, oh man, I'm really here. And sometimes we kind of want to wade around in the muck and the mud for a while, and then it gets to a point where this just ain't working anymore. And I'm more likely to beat up on myself even more if I don't take some steps to do something differently. So, in my mind, the first thing you have to do is, once again, decide, I'm really worthy of experiencing and giving myself some TLC. And while some of you have heard me use the words TLC, not meaning just tender loving care, but today's laughter care, I'm going to start with a different TLC. And that is today's loving compassion. Because we always have to start with kind of loving ourselves right where we are. That's where we are. If we think of a creator, the source of our life and awareness as being something that's loving, then it accepts. There's a loving acceptance of us. We have this freedom to be in a place of connection or disconnection, but we're still loved. So we might start with, today can I live in curiosity? To get back to today living in compassion for myself? And saying, yeah, I'm going to bless myself right in the middle of my mess. I'm just going to be with what's here. So let's imagine that we can just, in any moment when we notice that we're there, stop, pause, take a deep breath in, and even fake a smile, but smile and then exhale. Okay. I'm just going to love and bless myself right in the middle of my mess, right in the middle of my funk. And I might have to do it multiple times to show that I really have a timely living conviction or commitment to make the shift. Breathe in. Smile again, even if it's a fake smile. Ah. Interestingly, if you're not feeling happy, but you hold your mouth in the position of a smile and keep it there for a while, it will actually start stimulating the flow of endorphins or the production of endorphins in the body. Just a smile. We haven't even gotten to the laughter part yet. So what do you think of that?
That's really cool, Elaine, because when I felt, like you said, the blessing first, from the block to the blessing and then to the bliss and compassion, I mean, that's good. Small steps.
And that's what it takes. It takes a tiny step. So the first step is just noticing I'm in the funk. 2, okay, I'm going to start with something as simple as just breathing and smiling. And just breathing and smiling. And I might look around in my environment and say, okay, let me just look at something ordinary, like, the bookcase over there, and just breathe and smile at the bookcase. And then look at something else and kind of breathe and smile and look at the shutters on my closet door. You pick anything. Just pick anything at random, okay? And and then you could, pick up a mirror indeed and look at yourself and breathe and smile and just recognize you're beginning to do some self-care. You're caring for yourself. You're starting out with just a wee bit of TLC. But
Elaine!
Yes, darling. Hello, Heidi.
Hello. Can we rent you to guide us through when we are in such a blah moment?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it is really difficult to do it for yourself when you not believe in it. But if somebody like you just now guide us, I looked at the flowers here, I looked at that and thought, oh, how nice. I wouldn't have thought by myself to do that, But you guiding us through, it's wonderful.
Well, and we'll do that in a minute. And the thought that occurs to me, one of the most valuable lessons or piece of guidance I got from one of my spiritual teachers was the whole idea of just walking around and looking at any random thing and saying, like, thank you. If you exist at all, there's some aspect of divine stuff right there. But most of the time, we just take everything for granted and we miss the beauty that really is in everything that's around us. Where our experience of joy is just limited by all of the meanings that we have assigned to everything that we see in our world. And again, the thoughts that we're holding, particularly, the thoughts that are really critical. It's the old monkey mind or the old ego critic just saying, could have done that differently. Oh, what about this? Oh, you didn't do that right. Oh, you forgot this. You forgot that. So we, once again, we have to get back to this idea of just saying thank you or expressing appreciation or love for anything, not just things that look like apparently good or apparently good blessings. So, okay. So
guess what? How would you suggest first you're breathing, then you look around and be grateful. What's the third step?
Okay, well, breathe, smile, look around, and say thank you. Breathe, smile. In other words, when you're saying thank you, it is like it is giving a blessing of gratitude and an expression of gratitude. And for everybody that I know that's ever taken time to do a gratitude journal, they have often said it's one of the most healing things you can do, because there's so much that you just walk around not appreciating. So you have to open up to that curiosity. Could I see the holiness or the blessing in this thing and that little thing and that little thing and that little thing? So let's do that now. Just imagine it's noon of your day, and for whatever reason, you're just bothered by your thoughts or something that happened, or you're being critical of the way a project is going, either for something you're doing or not doing or someone else. And then you notice, okay, it's time to make a shift. And the first step is breathing. Breathe in. Smile. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Smile. And now, just look in front of you to the right. Notice something. Breathe in. Smile. And as you exhale, just think, thank you. May I open to see more of the beauty that's right here in that. Okay, now look right at something in front of you. Deep breath in. Smile. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Getting curious and being open to just experiencing the depth of something else there. And then looking over to your left, maybe you notice a hinge on the door. Oh yeah, it's a hinge on the door. Deep breath in. Smile. Thank you, hinge.
I want to share this. I looked at my side to the right here, and I have this card, and I want to share that with everybody. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that looks like a lovely walking path in the forest, and it obviously has nature's inspiration right there. And Heidi's there, and she looks around, and it's like, it's the loving presence of the other living thing.
He's on my left side.
Yes, and Heidi, that's another TLC, the loving cat. The loving cat. You're a form of TLC right there.
You're doing this now.
Yeah.
Self-care.
Yeah. So when we're in this blah state, this depressive state, there's a block going on. We're disconnected from our core of love, the source of life that animates us. And we're just closed off from seeing the beauty in everyday things around us. So let's now just step into that place where we take a deep breath in, smile, and on the exhale, we're going to start warming up our giggle as we just pat on our heart, as if to open up that heart and say, the deepest heart of myself wants to hold myself in compassion. Here we go. Deep breath in.
You make me laugh, Elaine.
And I'm going to encourage everybody who's watching this to just vocalize along with it. There's a lot about laughter practice which you can make very creative. It's a little bit different than formal laughter yoga things, but we'll get to some of that too. Once again, deep breath in. Ha 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 ha.
You are awesome.
Now, there is a laughter yoga exercise called naughty, naughty laughter. So let's pretend you have a team of angels, friends, guides, relatives, or your favorite animals standing up in front of you, and they're like recognizing that you're just beating up on yourself too much. And so they go like this. Ha 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 ha. Deep breath in. It's as if they're saying, you just forgot your connection to your source of joy. But let's just laugh about it. You can laugh that you forgot, and as you laugh, you'll remember and you'll open up the connection again. Deep breath in.
Heidi, you have a great inspiration there beside you, besides the cat, I can tell you.
Yeah, and he is kneeling on his knees in front of me. You think, what a fortunate woman I am, a man on his knee.
I'm on my knees a lot.
Oh, let's celebrate,
Actually,
Mark, everybody.
Actually, I'm less than a meter tall.
So there's something that we do when we're practicing laughter as an exercise, as a tool to shift our perspective on things, to shift out of judgment, to shift out of fear, to open ourselves up to our core of love, TLC, to the loving core, TLC, the loving core. And so when we want to do a laughter practice, some things to remember are, if you're going to get started with this and sustain it, 10 to 15 minutes of laughing, that's when you'll actually get the most benefits. You'll stimulate your fuller oxygenation in your body. You'll get rid of stale air. And if you're laughing rather continuously for 10 or more minutes, that's when you'll really start stimulating the flow of those endorphins and stimulate more of the balance in your neurotransmitters that help then elevate your mood. The interesting thing about laughter yoga, laughter wellness, these laughter practices, is that you will amplify your benefits if, like other things, you do them fairly frequently. And you'll find often when you start, you might feel like you have to fake it until you make it. But that's okay. Think about little kids. When they're playing and pretending, they're like faking it. But they're doing it in a playful way. Often when we grow up as adults, we think of this whole idea of pretend or faking something as not being helpful, like it's not real. But actually, it is a very healthy thing to do. And in laughter practice, we start out this activity with the decision to do it, but then it's the movement of the body that actually stimulates the physical and the chemical shifts, which then change our body chemistry, the experience of mind that we have, and the opening of the heart we have. Okay, so we're going to do some more.
Interesting there, Elaine, because tell us a little bit also about the chemicals. What kind of chemicals is there for those who are more scientific oriented?
You know, I tell you what, there's probably, I'm just being completely honest, I was up really late last night, this is probably not my best day for really getting into the heavy-duty science of this stuff. I want to say that dopamine and serotonin, their levels will be enhanced or balanced when you sustain laughing. We also know that the immune system, its responses are stimulated to function better when we sustain laughing. We know that the production of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, that actually gets interrupted when you do the sustained laughing. So those are some of the basic elements. There are some studies showing, and doctors which can testify about how depression really we can shift out of depressive states, and in some cases, even for people who are on medication, shift their need for medications by practicing laughter. That's pretty amazing. I have a close friend who went into laughter yoga, suffered from clinically diagnosed depression, and she found laughter yoga, and it changed her life and the way she needed to take medications. She was under doctor supervision, of course, but that was really something. So when we do laughter yoga, the elements to remember are, we just got to open up to just a little willingness to play. We're going to say, okay, we're not going to laugh so hard that we cause new pain, and we don't want to strain. We want to allow ourselves to play, give ourselves permission to be childlike, and at the end of some of the exercises, we'll just acknowledge and congratulate each other for our participation by saying, very good, yay, like this. Would you do this with me? Very good, yay! Okay, everybody, if you're watching, very good, yay! Heidi, I want to hear you. Margarita, I want to hear you.
Yay!
One more time.
Very good, very good. Yay!
Yay! Okay. Okay. So let's start out greeting everyone in the audience. Hi, I'm Elaine. We're going to do some laughter yoga. We're going to breathe. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to ha ha and ho ho and he he on the exhale. We're going to make a conscious decision to let a lot of the air come out. We're going to give ourselves permission to laugh heartily from the belly. We're even going to do that. So let's start out by doing a greeting laughter with everyone. Let's pretend we're going to start out with a gentle namaste laughter. Put your hands together like this. Okay? Take a deep breath in, and then you're going to bow and look into your blue light as if you're just bowing to the other person there on the screen, somewhere in the world. Deep breath in. Ha 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 ha. Deep breath in. This is greeting laughter. Laugh until all the air comes out. If you're watching this live or replay, do this with us. Take a deep breath in. One more time. Smile. Okay, let's tell everybody we did a great job. Very good, very good. Yay!
Very good, very good. Hey!
Very good, very good.
Very
Yay!
very good. Hey! Very good. Hey!
You've made it. You've made it.
Hey!
Okay, the other things are follow the directions of the laughter leader. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to have our antidepressant milkshake. And it goes like this. A. Here we go. Mix up your milkshake. This is your antidepressant milkshake. A,
and
You're so hilarious.
we're playing. We need to ramp it up. We're faking it until we make it. Here we go. A. And so now, since we've met other people, we've already done the greeting, let's mix up milkshake and throw it on each other. We're now beginning to lighten up and deciding, okay, we're going to play. Here we go. A. You now have milkshake on you.
Oh my God, that was a cool move.
Okay, it's very good, yay time again. Very good, very good.
Very good.
Yay!
Very good. Very good. Hey!
Okay,
Yay!
so Heidi, tell me something that has made you a little down or funky, and we're going to make up a laughter exercise about it.
Oh.
She can't
Don't
think of
again with me. I'm not. I don't have that at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right,
No, yeah,
Margarita,
okay.
over to you.
I mean, yesterday I was in a blah state totally, and then I can't even remember what it was about now because you have sort of changed my brain chemistry inside. Like
You can't
it's
even remember.
bubbly stuff like champagne going up in my head. It's like better than champagne.
Okay, well then I'll make one up. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I spend a lot of time now over at my parents' house. They're 95 and 96, and we're trying to reconfigure some new care and caregiving schedules for them. And so I've been over there a lot. I am way behind in my bookkeeping. And lots of stuff. And so I'm gonna pretend I have a stack of like papers that I'm supposed to file away. But instead of filing them away, I'm just gonna pretend, you know, I have everything I need and I'm just gonna fling them all over. Instead, to shift my mood. So here I go. Pretend you have a stack of papers. You should be filing them, but instead you're going to be like a little kid and just mess them all up. Here we go.
I'm getting cramp in my belly.
Very good, very good. Yay! Now, another thing that is often getting people down is like it's too cold. It's just too cold for too long. So this time we're going to do the, we're just going to do wrap ourselves up in love laughter, okay? And it goes like this. A. Here we go, everybody. A.
Oh, I love myself so much.
Very good, very good. Yay! Okay, the next one. In a lot of places, there's too much snow. Okay, so let's do, we're going to laugh while we're shoveling snow laughter, okay? And so watch me, we'll do it like this. A, 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 because it's icy.
Can you come over to my driveway?
You can do anything.
I would love for you, everyone, to come over to my driveway and do this shoveling.
And laugh while they shovel. You know what? Because you're oxygenating and snow shoveling is very aerobic to begin with, use caution because you could get really worn out really fast.
Flowing up through the ethers and disappear into the sky kind of thing.
Okay, so let's since we're out in the snow and rather than being bothered by it, we're going to touch our childlike playfulness again. We're going to assume that some of the snow is just a little bit loose enough that we can make snowballs and throw them at each other. So now this is snowball fight laughter. Are you ready? I want to hear all of you laughing.
Oh my God! Who was that? Who was it?
Me.
Both of you.
Very good. Very good. Yay!
Very good. Yay!
Okay, and so now we've come in from our snowball fight. We're going to take off our gloves, and our fingers are kind of cold. So we're gonna take a deep breath in, and we're gonna warm up our fingers with our warm breath. Long exhale out to warm up those fingers. And then we're going to take a deep breath in and come back to our heart. Some people sometimes tap on the thymus to stimulate the thymus gland or stimulate the heart chakra, tapping around here. So you could think of that same thing as you're laughing and tapping. You're opening up to connect with, again, your heart core, your joy core, your spirit sense, your soul, your deep wisdom place. Ha 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 ha. It feels good. Very good. Very good. Yay! Okay, let's do a chant. Sometimes we do chants in laughter yoga. So follow after me. It's going to go like this. It's the I am awesome chant. And it starts out like, I am awesome. And then it's, you are awesome. And then it's, we are awesome. Okay? We're going to do that together. Take a deep breath in before each one of these and really get into this place of self-appreciation. Here we go. I am awesome! Deep breath in. You are awesome!
Awesome.
Deep breath in. We are
Awesome.
awesome. Very good. Very good. Yay!
Very good. Very good.
Very good. Yay! Very good. Very good. Yay! So what have we been experiencing here? Okay, you can wake up, notice. You got the blahs. You're down in the dumps. You notice it. Your wise observer notices. And then you have to make the choice. TLC, the loving choice, to give yourself TLC, some tender loving care. With what? Some TLC, some timely laughter care. But you have to start with touching your loving core, TLC, with some timely loving compassion and self-acceptance. So how did we start that once again? We started by noticing, breathing, and smiling. And then we warmed up our giggle. And then we did the exercise of like looking around the room and just saying, let me just get into this place of, you know, a tiny little bit of curiosity. Could I see the holiness? Could I be grateful for little things around me? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Emptying out all that air. And then laughing. Like the angels are saying, ah, you forgot to touch your loving core. Time to make the loving choice and do some timely laughter care. And then to go in the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and you're saying, who is that? You think you're just a body trying to survive and defend yourself. But you're so much more than that.
Wow. So what is the take?
Living core of love. What?
What is the takeaway here? We're at the end of our show.
We are. Well, glorioski. Yeah, I'm glad I kind of went through and summarized again. I totally lost track of time, but that's what happens when you've gotten back into the flow. You really do lose track of time. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? So, yeah, make a decision, and you've started out with the blahs. You want to get to a place of flow and bliss, so you've chosen to say, let me get into the state of gratitude and blessing. That's what we did.
This was awesome, Elaine. I am so grateful that you came here. And I wanted also to give you an opportunity to tell people what you can offer. Do you have a free gift there on your website, I hear?
Yeah, I see that what I've had up during most of the show is my Google Plus profile, which is, of course, google.com/+Elaine Nieberding, and that's wonderful, and it refers to my show. But now I'm going to put on up this one that says, find me at yeslaugh.com. So I would like to invite everybody to come over to yeslaugh.com, and on the front page of the website, you'll see basically it's an opt-in form to become part of my flock of followers. And when you sign up at my website, one thing I'm going to share with you is a link so that you can get what's called your happiness guide. This is something offered by Dr. Madan Kataria, who's the founder of Laughter Yoga. He's the one who I took my Laughter Yoga teacher training with. And this is something at laughteryoga.org. So that's one thing. This will be a wonderful reference for you, telling you all the rationales about laughter yoga. At my website, I have some condensed versions of the same information. When you sign up in the email that I send you, it will also contain a review of what's called the morning TLC Laughter Care routine. When I was on the show with Margarita and Heidi last fall, I think it was episode 39, we ran through a laughter care routine that you can essentially start your day with. When you're doing your personal hygiene, you can run through a solo laughter routine to start your day off opening up to joy. If you watch that program again at about 25 or 26 minutes, you'll see us go through the routine, and then I'll send you a paper which, once again, goes through all the steps. The other thing that I want to let you know at the website, there is a nice collection of laughter hangouts that I've done. If you watch those and follow along with them, you'll get more of the feel of what laughter yoga practice is all about. You can visit a number of websites around the world to find a laughter club if you would like to find an in-person, in the flesh gathering of folks for laughter yoga. But online here, I'm going to be doing more laughter hangouts, and also we'll be having a TLC challenge, the Laughter Challenge, coming up. Haven't decided on the day to start, but it'll probably be a 2 or 3 week challenge for folks to get started with bringing laughter into their life much more regularly. And you'll be able to track your own changes and benefits as you go through. So do visit yeslaugh.com. I want to thank Heidi and Margarita for hangout time together. We've gotten to know each other well in the last half year or so, and we're all doing the same work about opening up to love, connection, healing relationships, and experiencing healing and being in our world in much healthier ways.
Yeah. Well, Elaine, you are awesome. You're the go-to person for laughter and joy, I must say. And Heidi, do you want to have your takeaway from this episode?
So my takeaway that I really go into laughter, I had to mute myself because also my dog wanted to laugh, And
I would have liked to have heard your dog laugh.
Unfortunately, it's not so nice when he barks. But you saw him coming up, and he wanted to be on the scene. So I had a sort of hard time to get him. Now he's quiet. He's eating some stick, and he tears everything in pieces. He's still quite young. So in our house, it's a real mess with him. Anyway, I enjoyed it very much, and I'm, it becomes natural when following you. When you laugh, it's at the beginning might be fake, but then it's just it's coming.
I love that, Heidi. It's just, and this is what we do when we get back to our natural childlike state. Mm-hmm. We play, and we let our creativity just blossoms.
Yeah, what I wanted to tell you, since I know Mark, we together, you cannot imagine how much we laugh. Sometimes we think we are a little bit old children, and I don't think I laughed as much as children. I didn't have so much to laugh in our family, but now it's really fun to be grown-ups, have a relationship where you laugh all the time.
Thank you so much, Heidi. And what do we do next week?
Next week there will be Johan Gleis, and he is a person who is he is creating apps for Google, but he is very desirable to, he's shy, and he wants to open up to be visible. And he has asked to be on a hangout, and I said, why don't you come with us? And so he will be here with us and practice to be visible. And I really appreciate that normally men are, they think they do everything, and this is somebody who is more sensitive. And I said, if he gets that, being visible and maintaining this sensitivity, he might find his place in the hangout world as a hangout host, which is a little bit different than these doers are. So we will have him for his first show here, and we will talk about, what comes up.
Awesome, awesome. And thank you again, Elaine. And goodbye. And don't forget laughing this week. Let's do a big laugh, everyone.
We can go out with the laughter.
Oops.